next step or the next for the next step. However, if we had a long process, it's more difficult. That's why a long short-term memory was born. It was proposed by Hochschild and Schneeduber in 1997. And the long short-term memory with the 4 gate here, you know that the RNN there is only 1 gate in the long short-term memory. It has 4 gate. And from 4 gate, for example, if we zoom in at T, you see that the at T means that the pre-bias layer input with the pre-bias state here with the bias here. And from forget, we can remember or forget the picture or the result in the last step or the next step. LSTM by LSTM is composed from the 2 LSTM with the forward and backward LSTM. When we combining forward LSTM and backward LSTM, we had a bidirectional LSTM. How about the CNN, convolution neutral network? This model proposed by Fukushima in 1980 and improved by Likun, Boto, Benjo, and Hartner in 1998. In the CNN, there are 3 main layers. The first is convolution layer, the second is a Mach-Pool link, and the last is fully connected. What is the convolution? We had picture, for example, we had picture. From the picture, if we apply the convolution with the kernel here, we can average this and we get the result here. It means that in the convolution layer, we will resize the image to smaller. However, smaller image keep the main important picture from the last image or original image. And the second is the Mach-Pool link. For example, with the picture with the size 99 here, we have kernel here. We can resize the picture to 777. And Mach-Pool link is means that we apply the kernel, and by there are many pooling, Mach-Pool link or average pooling. Here is a Mach-Pool link. It means that the Mach value in the kernel, yes. So that from the picture with 77, we can resize the picture to the 4 look like so in this slide. And the next is the value is for overfitting. It means that we can keep the negative positive number and change the negative number to 0. Yes. And negative fully connected, it means that we will plot the last result to the only 1 column. And from that, we can use to predict the original picture is XRO by the probability. Yeah, it is only about the CNN. We can apply convolution ReLU or fully connected many times. Yes. And there are some famous CNN model, for example, LeNet, AlecNet, BTG, Google LeNet, RedNet. These are own famous model here from the ILSBRC contest. Here is the roadmap of the CNN, yes, from Likun, CNN, LeNet, AlecNet, yes. And how about reinforcement learning? Deep reinforcement learning. First, we have to understand reinforcement learning first. Reinforcement learning is means that we have agent, environment, and reward and state. And we can take action here. And what is different? What is deep reinforcement learning? Here is reinforcement learning, and here is a deep reinforcement learning. It means that we apply neural network for the reinforcement learning. Yes, you can see more detail more clearly in this picture. And in the deep learning, we use the attending mechanic. This is proposed by Madano et al. 2014. It means that if we keep the own picture, it's more take a long time for the processing. However, we can forget or focus on the important picture. We can save the time for the processing. The attention mechanic. And another model is the transformer model. This proposed by Vaswani et al. 2017. And another is variational autoencoder VAE. A third group, deep unsupervised learning, with some famous model here. For example, generative adversarial network or graph neural network. Okay, so now we know about the machine learning and deep learning and what is different between the machine learning and some famous model in the deep learning. And next part, I will talk how to use deep learning to build the chatbot. You know about the message. Here is a picture described about messaging app, and you will see that every day there are 1,000 or the million or billion messages all over the world. Here is a statistic about some application, WhatsApp, Messenger, WeChat, yes. And the AI research talk natural language processing is the main important in the artificial intelligence. And what is chatbot? Chatbot is means that is an automated system designed to initiate a conversation with human user or other chatbot. And there are a lot of chatbots here. Here is an example of chatbot to see. Why we use chatbot? Because you know that the chatbot, if we use a chatbot, we can say the cost and it's online. It's immune to shed, boredom, and sickness, and it doesn't misbehave and handle multi or million consumer simultaneously and reply in natural language. And it's no need to install an additional application and very fast response time. That's why we need the chatbot. And how about the history of chatbot? From the 1950, we had the Alan Turing. Yes, we had Turing test. And 1965, Eliza is the first chatbot. And 1972, Paris. Yeah. And 1990, with Lopner, Alex to 1995, and Misuku in 2010. 2013, sorry. And here is why a certain is applied to chatbot with some famous company, technology company, for example, Siri from the Apple, Google with the Google Assistant, Amazon with Alexa, Microsoft with Cortana. And we can apply to build the chatbot by two approaches. The first is retrieval-based model, and the second generative model. And we can apply deep learning model to build the chatbot. The most famous model we use here is the LSTM second-to-second model. It's often used in machine learning. And we can apply GFIDF. And here there's some algorithm we use to build the chatbot. And you see that there are a lot of deep learning algorithm here with the long short term. deep neural network recurrent language model